magic. Come along, let's make it tragic. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, we're on a vibe so fine. The aroma's rising, the chat is vibing. With the laughter, joys are arriving. Every cut and sizzles are there. Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, with the times of food and night. Electric nights and streaming light, we're tuning in, feeling right. Spicy sauces, sweet surprises, sushi screens, if the flavor rises in Dana's realm, I'll discover new delights with every cover, chopping, mixing every taste. No ingredients, go to waste. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, we're on a vibe so fine. The aromas rising, the chat is riding, with their laughter, joys arriving. Every cup and seals art, in Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen, where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, with the tides of food and life. Amidst the light, she sets the stage. Dana's kitchen, turn of age. Streaming live with zest and flavor. Every moment wants to savor. A twitch and chase it in a kitchen. Sizzling sounds and colors, glisten. Interactive, closest to be in Dana's kitchen, feel the heat. Midnight snacks and morning brew. With a charm you can refuse. If it's one week morning down, take a chest-side glass of blue. The Dana's kitchen is sweet alive, whisking up magic with flavors thrive. Dreaming dreams and the neon lights to tame joy on a starry night. Tune it tight, she says it right. From savory dishes to sweet delights, every sprinkle, every dash, creating moments to cool refresh. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, with the tides of food and life. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, with the tides of food and life. Dana's in the kitchen. Let's cook, let's have some fun. Whipping up the best. Oh yeah. Plates full of yum. Plates full of yum. Oh yeah. Rockies by the stove, bestest boy. Tail wags to the beat of the pan's hot sizzle. Laughing over cocktails, drink more's the pour. Shake it up, mix it well. Frosty mugs of fun. Every bite's a hit, a flavored run. Play stacked high, come get you some. Drinks got the tunes. Turn it up, shake the room. Blasting from the speakers, oh yeah. Feel that groove. Rockies on the idle, watchful eye. In Dana's realm, delicious ride. Rocky's by the door. Loyal pup, hoping for a taste. A little luck. Dana's on fire, turn it up. The queen of the kitchen's wild. Pots and pans in harmony, like a symphony compiled. Serving up a storm, joy in every bite. Come and taste. With Rocky wagging more beneath the neon lights. Rocking out with spatulas, we're flipping fun tonight. With drink more pouring magic, every glass is just right. Shaking up, stirring pots, Dana's on a roll. She's got it going on. Feast your eyes, delight your soul. Come on, sing along. Crank the heat, let's celebrate. It's party time. It's party time. Flavors mingle, senses elevate. It's showtime.
I'm just following him.
Turn on Twitch, let's have some fun. Dana's kitchen has begun. She's whipping up the very best with bartender, drink more, cook less. He's the tech guy, Robbie, Randy, Roy. Rocky is the bestest boy. The food is great, come grab a plate. The show's starting, so don't be late. Dana's kitchen.
Ooh, you could make pita dough.
I look ridiculous.
You can see. He's like, ooh.
Oh, it's so much worse with that Vegemite.
Hello. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? I know Robbie's going to yell at me for that being there, so let's move it. I don't like getting yelled at. I get yelled at so loud by him coming over and taking it and moving it someplace else. It feels like a yell. It feels like something's wrong. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend been? We've just been tooling around here, doing not too terribly much, right? He's not answering me. He's just staring at me.
No.
No?
No.
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 And here we are. Here we are on Sunday night, and we are cooking out a World Central Kitchen cookbook again. And we are going to be making an Afghan chickpea stew tonight, which is why Robbie had pizza earlier. Because he's like, there's no meat in this. I'm going to be hungry. Is the first redemption, I don't know, is it?
It was claimed.
It was claimed by Finkster. So, Sarah, on an island, hello. I'm still going to join you. I want to be on an island in the sun, in the sand, on the water, all of that good stuff. So it was Redeemed Jedi. And hello, Kosher Baker Jam. I hope I get to see you in San Diego. And Robbie and I will be there. So if anybody's going to be at TwitchCon or around TwitchCon, let us know so we can make sure to look for you or make plans to meet up with you somewhere. So
And
we're
there's also
excited.
some good food and drink meetups too.
There is. So we have, if you're part of the food and drink community and the food and drink community, let us know. We can get you an invite. There is a meetup outside of TwitchCon. There's also going to be inside TwitchCon on Sunday at 12:30. I think 12:30 at TwitchCon is the official food and drink meetup for anybody who wants to come, and so that we can say hi and give you a hug and get a picture with you. You still see the button and it never happened before. That is so weird. I agree with you, Michael. It can be very satisfying. Robbie's not big into that, but he gets to eat sometimes what I want to eat. So there's that. Sometimes I just do it anyway. I think he'll actually enjoy this just looking at the flavors and stuff, there's certain flavor profiles I know he doesn't love, but I think he'll actually really like this. And then we're going to make, along with this stew that's going to be super good for you, we're also going to be making some bread. So Afghan naan, and all naan means is bread, but it'll be more of like a flat-ish bread, just a little bit different. I was looking for nigella seeds, which is a cumin satvia, and I could not find any in time for today, so I'll have to order those and look ahead. My grocery store used to have them. They did not have them today, so I can't do that. So we're going to be using black sesame seeds instead. And Twitch being twitchy. Yeah, so Twitch is just twitchy. That happens sometimes. It's a verb or an adjective. Twitchy is a verb. No, twitchy is an adverb. Unless you say twitchy twitch, in which case it's an adjective. Robbie's looking at me like I've lost my mind. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm used to that.
At least you're not singing anymore.
The day is young. The day is young. That's where we are today. That's where we are. So we're going to be making that, and we're also going to have, there's going to be like a creamy goat cheese cumin sauce that we're going to put on the top of the stew that'll be really good as well. All of this is in the World Central Kitchen Cookbook, not the bread isn't, but the stew and the sauce is in the cookbook. And the story that goes behind it is they got it from the chef in Spain who grew up in Afghanistan and had to escape. She was there in the 80s, and her house had been bombed, and she was in a coma when she was about 8 years old for 6 months. And then she, at 11 years old, knew that the only way to survive, she dressed up as a boy until she could escape Afghanistan. And so she created this, it's a traditional dish, but she created this particular recipe for World Central Kitchen to be able to make for large amounts of people, of course, because that is what they do, and for refugees coming out of the country. So I think it's a lovely story. We need to get the bread started first. I'm going to show you this. This is the first part. This is for our bread. Hello, Megabytes. How are you? This is, here, I'll do my own camera work. You can see this is our yeast with just some warm water and some sugar. If you've never made a yeasted bread before, you need to bloom the yeast ahead of time. That gets it activated. It needs some sort of carbohydrate to eat so that it can burp and make this nice foam. And then you need warm water. So the water needs to be somewhere around 100 to 110 degrees. If it's hotter than 110 degrees, it's gonna kill the yeast. And if it's too warm, it won't, or if it's too cold, it's not gonna activate the yeast. So you do have to make sure that it's just a little warmer than room temperature. I like to use this, even though it was a Christmas gift for Robbie one year from his family, I use it way more than he does. It's an infrared gun, and it's really great at telling you how many degrees something is. So now that we've got this, we want to start making our bread, and I'm kind of jumping into this really fast because this needs to rise. So I've got the oven set at a proofing. It's a proof oven, so it'll go down to 100 degrees. That keeps it warm enough, again, so it rises, and we get a good rise out of it, and not so hot that we kill the yeast. We do not want to kill the yeast yet. But we need the yeast in order to make it bread-like. I'm dropping things. It's fine. I'm going to use a half mix of AP flour and wheat flour. This wheat flour, protein-wise, is specifically for breads. It's at 13.8. So we're going to use 4 cups of flour, and we're going to use about 2 cups of water. And we'll put some, what else? We need to put some vegetable oil in there and some salt. So let's get going on that. So did anybody is pickier about water temperature than your ex-wife. It's very picky. It says this is the only temperature that I'm going to work for you. All right. And this didn't give me weights, so we're just going to have to measure this way. If I can, I will use weights instead of measuring this way. I've got my dough hook on here. We're going to get this started. And I plugged it in, everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome,
she's
Robbie.
Learning. Things have to be plugged in after all these years.
Now, you could do this by hand. I actually watched the person whose recipe this is. It's on a website, afghancooks.com. And then she has YouTube videos and I think even some TikTok videos to show you how she makes a lot of her recipes, which is really nice to be able to watch on how they do that. Hello, Lesser Panda, how are you? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While we're doing this, I want to let everybody know, because if I don't do it now, I will forget to tell you, is that next Sunday we'll be making chili, regular Texas chili, I believe. I'll have to double check that with Suki, but Mythical Suki has a meal redemption, and she wanted chili at the end of the month. And we have an event next Sunday night, so we're actually going to go on early. I think we'll go on at 2 o'clock to make the chili so that we can get ready and go to our ABBA/Queen concert, which I'm really not sure if Robbie's excited about it or not, but I am, and that's all that matters. It's not all that matters, but it's all that matters right now. So did anybody do anything fun this weekend? I was supposed to go out with a friend last night. She unfortunately wasn't feeling well. So other than do a little packing and stuff, I didn't really do much of anything. Must be what Whiskey Monster might be watching football. Here, let's get started here. Come on. All right, now let's do 2 cups of wheat flour. You do not have to do this 2 and 2 mix. You can use all white flour if you want to. I put that way over there, but I'm probably going to need it again. I need a new spoon. Or just wipe this one off.
I don't know. I think piloting a giant robot in Fortnite's fun.
I think that's pretty, I mean, I didn't do that. I like put laundry away.
That's good to hear, Michael.
I think Robbie will have fun. I've gone to his concerts. He's gone to my concerts. I think he's enjoyed the concerts more than he thought he would. Or he might just be pulling my leg. I don't know. So this isn't going to mix too terribly perfectly because there's not very much water in here. I only bloomed the yeast with about let me put this in here with a half a cup of warm water. And I did put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, which made it too hot. It made it 125 degrees, and I waited for it to come back down before I put it in with the yeast and the sugar.
You're just too hot, Dana.
I am. I'm very hot.
You're constantly having to cool down. Hello, hello. Megabytes, you didn't get your invite?
I hate it when that happens. I don't ever get Darths. Isn't that weird? You would think as many collabs and things as the two of us have done, it would let me know when Darth is on the air. All right, so basically you can see the dough is pretty shaggy right now. We're going to add this last cup of flour, and then we're going to start incorporating 2 cups of water in there. And then, let's see here. Next, knead your dough. She spelled knead wrong on her thing here.
Throw out the recipe.
There
It's no
is-
good. There's a typo.
Add your flour. Oh, we're going to add our oil and our salt too. So let me add the oil in here before we add the water. And Victoria ounce, Victoria Younce. Hello, welcome in. How much oil do I need? I need a 1/4 cup. So I'm just using plain old vegetable oil here. So we'll get this started again. Let's put some oil in there. Make it a little more wet.
Or more moist.
More moist. If John were in here, it would definitely
Just in
be
case
moist.
John's lurking.
Just in
Is it
case.
true, Dana, that you hate megabytes?
I do not hate Megabytes. I adore Megabytes. But I'm pretty sure Megabytes doesn't like me. He takes your side all the time. All right, we're going to put a little salt in here. You need some salt.
Can't even say my name right.
Did I say it wrong?
I
Megabytes?
think you kind of stumbled. It's fine. You call me Rocky.
I do. You could be named after the dog, Megabytes.
We named the dog Indiana.
All right, let's get some water in here. Now, she calls for 2 extra cups of water after that 1/2 cup that we used to bloom the yeast. But she also says, pay attention. Don't just pour all the water in there because you may need a little more, a little less. It depends on the humidity in the air, your altitude, whether you have the air conditioning on, whether you have the heat on. So, but somewhere right around 2 cups. Now she says she feels to see when it's ready. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like, so that may be a little challenging for me to do it by that.
I think what we should do is I'll decide if it's ready or not, and then you just do the opposite of that.
You'll decide whether it's ready or not? Okay. Hello, Faded Epitaph. How are you? Welcome in. That was your favorite Indiana Jones movie? It was really good.
Same, Michael. I'm in love with that KitchenAid.
Oh, yeah, I do love KitchenAid. This is my second one. The last one had the bigger bowl in it where you lift the bowl up, the lift bowls. Now, this looks like it's pretty wet to me, so I don't know that I'm going to need all the rest of this water. But I also have to remember, and this is something to remember, is that that water hasn't really absorbed into the flour yet too much, right? We need to let it sit here for probably a minute and see what it looks like. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to start kneading it before we stick it in the oven to proof. And now I have dough all over my hands. Well, we want to knead it so that we can start developing the gluten in it. So we'll leave both of these things right here for the time being and give that a minute. And is this in the way? It kind of is in the way. One day I'll have this set up so that I'm not putting stuff right in front of the camera all the time, but I probably will anyway because that's just who I am. Robbie knows it.
I don't think she likes her producer very much.
I do love him though. So there's that, right?
Not sure if that makes me feel better.
It should. It should make you feel a little better. A little better. But we do want to get this in because we want it to proof for at least an hour. So I did count. That was 4 cups, right? I did do 4 cups. I'm like 99.9% sure, which leaves a little much. Yeah, so it's an Afghan chickpea stew. So it's going to have bell peppers and onion and carrot. It's going to have some tomato and obviously chickpeas because it's a chickpea stew. So did I say spinach already? Spinach in it. So it's going to be a really healthy, very nourishing dish, and the flavors in it sound great. It's got paprika, it's got cumin, it's got turmeric, and something else. Oh, cayenne. So it'll have a little heat to it, which I know Robbie will enjoy, that it'll have a little heat to it. I've never made it before, so as we know, I do that a lot. I make something I've never made before.
Hopefully a little less heat than the chili from Thursday.
I can make that happen, but you're the one who wanted all the seeds from the jalapenos in there.
You can't prove that, Dana.
I actually can.
But I finished it. I ate it all. None
He
of it went
did.
to waste.
He did eat it all. All right, I'm going to put a little flour down on here. I know that doesn't look like a little. It looks like a lot. It's fine.
She made a chicken chili verde.
Very good. You
And we
remembered what
kept
it
the
was.
seeds and the jalapenos and everything when she blended it, so it was very
I said,
spicy.
do you want me to keep the seeds or do you want me to get rid
I
of the
said, go
seeds?
for it.
And he said, all the heat. All the heat. And I was like, all right. My stomach wasn't happy with how hot it was, so I did tell him, I'm like, that is all yours, babe. I ate my bowl that night because I put a lot of sour crema on it, Mexican crema. But beyond that, I couldn't. The next day, I was like, there's just no way. There's no way. But it was really good. I'd make it again, but I would not make it that way.
It was spicy. Like half an hour later, my mouth was
Still on
burning.
fire. All right. Yeah, this didn't
But it was
pick up
very
all the flour on
tasty,
the
which
bottom.
made it worth it.
So there's still some flour, shaggy flour on the bottom here that will get mixed in into our bread. All right. And then we will do this. I'll get my hands a little wet. Robbie's usually the person who needs the things in here. It's one of the few things he'll regularly do in the kitchen, other than eat the leftovers.
I'm very good at taking care of leftovers.
You sure are. But I think this is going to need a little more flour.
I'm glad you didn't add all the water.
I know. Well, it's pretty humid here.
It is humid here. It's probably going to rain, even possibly before we're done with stream.
Did we cover my chair?
No, it didn't happen. That's fine. That way it'll rain.
Well, but I don't want my chair.
But if we cover it, it won't rain, Dana. Think of your neighbors and their lawns.
Everybody's lawn is green. I don't know what else I can do for them.
So we should have washed your car today. That would also get it to rain.
My car's not the dirty one. Let's be clear. I mean, mine's not clean, but one of our cars is dirtier than the other person's. Would you like to guess whose?
It's Rocky's.
Oh, we did have to replace the battery in Robbie's car.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we had to replace
He's
the
very
dog.
needy. Yuck, yuck, yuck. As long as the temperature drops, I don't care. I'm with you, Megabytes. I'm done. Like Robbie and I were talking the other day about how, if it was cooler, I'd be more excited about Halloween. But it's hard to get excited about Halloween when it's
96.
in the 90s.
The parade at 96 was not it.
Oh
True Caretaker says it was 30 Celsius yesterday and 24 C today.
Okay, can you translate that for us Americans who suck?
Well, and depending on where you are, but I'm assuming that's warm for where you're at in third week of September.
All right, I think this is kneaded enough. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna put some oil in this bowl before we put it in the oven. But I think I'll wash my hands first, Robbie. This is actually the one time consuming thing. I don't think it's gonna take very long to make the other things we have today. Oh, you know, when we were talking about TwitchCon, everybody, I hope Kosher Baker Jam is still in here. Anybody else who's going to TwitchCon, me, Kanara, the Hunger Service, and Eat It Dads all have a panel Saturday night. So we want a lot of people to come to that so we can show how fabulous food and drink is. And we're just going to talk about, like, if you're interested in doing a food and drink stream, you don't have to be a food and drink streamer, but if you're interested in, like, even incorporating it as a streamer sometimes into your thing, we're going to talk about that, about how to do that.
Unfortunately, True Caretaker, that's one of the things that we're not allowed to live stream is the panels.
Yeah. They do not let you do that.
And that's, I'm assuming, so that there's more of an incentive to go and
Yeah.
see the stuff.
I wonder if they let us record it and show parts of it later.
That might be allowed. Because even though you've got tons of people, you know, obviously live streaming from the convention,
You can't do the panels.
There's certain things like the panels you can't do. There's certain areas of the convention you're not.
Yes,
not
they
allowed
have
to live stream
AFK
from.
areas for sure. So there's no recording in the AFK areas. And then I don't think they let you do anything like the openings or stuff because I think they do them.
I believe that's correct, yeah.
So any of those things, they say, nope. Which is disappointing, but at the same time, it's understandable. They want more people there. It's not as exciting if you don't have people. And I know, having gone in to see people's panels, some people I know and some people I don't know, it's fun when there's a big group of people there. The energy, it brings a lot of energy to the room.
I would say they still let you stream quite a bit.
They do. Like, we've done it from the floor where all the peoples are, and they don't let you do it in the merch center either, in the loot cave.
Yeah, that one's a little weird. But,
So the loot cave has
so
a
now
sign.
I'm back to agreeing with Michael. They do have more broadcasting rules than the NFL.
Sorta.
Yeah, Megabytes, I believe this is your first TwitchCon, and I think one of the top things we would recommend about pictures, when you
Get your
meet
picture
someone,
first.
don't waste time. Say, hey, yep, picture,
Let's get a picture.
and then
get your
chat.
picture and then chat.
Because otherwise you will forget
Our first one.
so many of the pictures.
Our first one, so many people we didn't get pictures with the first time around. And we would walk away and the person be like in the distance, we'd be like, oh. Or we'd be at dinner and I'd go, did you get a picture of us with so-and-so? And Robbie go like, no. So we learned that the first time around. We're like, okay, we see you, let's get a picture.
And it's like, hey, how are you?
And we're like, hey, how are you? Picture. And then on you go. All right, let's put
You
our
forgot
stew
stuff
together.
for food stream.
What kind of stuff? Like food?
That's true, Megabytes. I don't think you guys have taken a photo yet. Case in point.
See? We forget. I even thought about it when we were having breakfast the other day. And then we got to talking about stuff, and then you had to run, and then I forgot about it. I cannot be expected to remember things. I'm the oldest here. Robbie is supposed to remember these things for me. That's his job.
See, the problem we run into, Dana, is I've got my own things to remember. And then
That is not my problem.
And then you tell me to remember all of your stuff, and I forget 90% of it.
I mean, your stuff, not my problem. My stuff is your problem. And your stuff is your problem. So it sounds like your problem. All right, let's get some mise en place done here.
I just need a whole staff, like the game changer people.
I have wanted a whole staff, or even just an assistant, for a long time. long time.
Can't fry corn dogs with no oil. That would make it challenging. You'll quit your job to be an assistant? Have I mentioned that she doesn't pay anything?
I pay in food.
I can only eat so much, Dana.
I haven't noticed that at all.
That's what you're making next Saturday?
Dry corn dogs. It's hard to fry them. Don't worry, you know what, Megabytes? I have forgotten ingredients. I've even bought ingredients and forgot to use them.
Uh-oh, Andy says look busy. You better look busy, Dana.
Look busy, look busy. Uh-oh. Who's coming over? Is it Hippie? Is Hippie coming? Hi, Andy, by the way. All right. Does somebody want Robbie to chop things? Because that's an option if you want to donate some money. He won't do it otherwise. He'll be like, hello, Aspie. How are you? No, tonight, silly. What?
Cooking the stuff tonight.
Cheeseburger corn dogs.
I don't know why she's not following.
Because I'm listening to a dog that's upset about something and I don't know what. What's he doing? Hippie! Hippie! Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How are you, Hippie? How was your stream? What did you make tonight? I didn't get a chance to see it tonight. I'm sorry, Aspie, that a bug hit you at work. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, and I know a lot of Hippies people do, Andy is here for sure. My name is Dana. I'm a home cook. I'm here in North Texas. And this month, and I'm here with Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy, who is my tech guy, logistical elevation technician, dog wrangler, sous chef, sometimes chauffeur. And tonight, we are making an Afghan chickpea stew called Qorma-e-nakhod. If you know how to say this and I'm butchering it, please say it in the chat phonetically so I know how to say it. So it's a stewed chickpea. It's stewed chickpeas. It's going to have spinach in it and some warm spices. We're going to do a goat cheese cumin sauce, creamy sauce to put on the top of it. And we have got some bread proofing in the oven that we're going to be making an Afghan naan on this. So, well, Big Chunkus, we're glad that you're back here. We're glad you're here. So here we are. That's what we're making. So right now, we've got the bread proofing, and I am chopping up all the vegetables. I'm doing my mise en place. Or how do stars say it? Mise en place. My misplaced vegetables. I did, but I did not get an answer yet. Oktoberfest food. So good. Pennsylvania red cabbage pretzels. Okay, Obadsta. I'm not familiar with that. What is that? Everything else. I have my lederhosen from when I was a toddler, and I do have a Drendel, but it is too small for me right now. maybe next year. Maybe next year will be the year I fit back into my drindle so that I can wear it for Oktoberfest. It's not really mine, actually. It's my grandmother's that she got in Germany when she went with my grandfather to go visit his family. So, and it's fun. My grocery, oh, that's what I didn't do for you, Robbie, today. That's what I should have done. They actually have a street food stand, German street food stand out in front of the grocery store. I don't know how to polka. I should probably learn how to polka. I don't know why I should. I just feel like I should. So, but welcome in. Thank you, Andy. And if we can get a sticker for Hippie is up here on too for the raids. So if you see behind me on the refrigerator, most months I do something when it comes to bits and subs on the refrigerator. And this month is no exception. We are filling grocery bags with all sorts of fruits and vegetables. And right now, and this is our grocery list. So with it being September, we thought that was a good time to make a grocery list where I spin the wheel and we decide what store I'm going to. I took Sur La Table off since we have 2 things from there already, and I put Costco on there. Costco. It is. The first top one is. This one we're working our way down. Because I thought it'd be unfair to start people way down here where my butt is and they can't see it.
How many spins have you had for grocery?
We have 13 up here. No, 12. I'm sorry. We have 12 items on our list. Then one of those is a bonus thing because Robbie confused me. And I am blaming Robbie for it. Hey. All right. I have these bell peppers. It does not call for yellow bell peppers. It calls for green and red bell peppers, but we're going to go ahead and finish all of these up so that they do not go bad. Because I don't think it's going to hurt it to have a half more of a bell pepper in there. So, let's see here. Those can go in here. So, anyways, but Hippie, thank you so much for bringing everybody in. And I know that you've probably used all your bowls with a menu that big. Ein Prost. So, totally understand if you want to go watch and see if your dishes do themselves again.
Chili con carne.
Ooh, that's good. Rice, dinner again. What else is new? 1 a.m. That is kind of late for dinner. I'd be so hangry, Robbie would probably move out. He'd be like, that's it, I'm done.
The last straw.
What was the first one?
I can't remember. There's been so many. It's way down at the bottom of the huge pile of straws.
Whose list do you think is bigger, mine or yours?
Mine.
The one that I have for you?
No. The one I have for you.
No, I don't think that's true.
Yellow peppermints to the cats.
I love the sound of your menu. Request for inspiration. So I'm cooking out of Jose Andres Cookbook World Central Kitchen. So it's got global recipes, recipes from all over the world. And this one is a recipe that he uses. These are all recipes they use in feeding people around the world. This one was inspired by somebody who escaped Afghanistan when they were 21, had to live in Afghanistan, even though she dressed as a boy and lived as a boy in Afghanistan to stay safe, and then helped in Spain with some people who were leaving Afghanistan to help feed the immigrants that were coming in, so that they would have a taste of home. So this is her recipe. It's a traditional dish, but it's her recipe. That was one of the worst cuttings of a bell pepper. But it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Couple days between meals. Oh no, I notice that I get hungry, and if I don't notice that I'm hungry, Robbie will definitely notice that I'm hungry. I get irritable. I definitely get irritable. I don't know if I'm really angry about stuff, but I do just get irritated so quickly when I'm hungry. Anybody else like that? And then you eat something and you're like, why was I so irritable? It happened last time in San Diego.
It sure did. I didn't know it was tacos soon.
We walked by a taco stand. I was like, let's get some tacos. And he was like, oh, no, not yet. Blah, blah. And then we got stuck on the midway for like 4 hours. And I was already hungry, but I wasn't like starving, so I didn't make a huge deal out of it. But by the time the 4.5 hours was up, I was tired, irritable, thirsty, hungry. So, Mayor Bakes, hello. How are you? We're doing some mise en place here. All right, let's see here. We got some red peppers. We got some yellow peppers. It's gonna be very colorful. Our tomatoes that we're gonna have in here, I'm using passata because we're supposed to be using, let's see here. We're just supposed to be using tomato puree, which is very different than tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is cooked. Passata is a puree, so it hasn't been cooked at all. So keep that in mind when you go to the store. If you're picking up something that calls for a puree, do not use tomato sauce. That is different. This username, hello. Oh, you're excited for the stew. I'm too. It sounds really good. I've never made it before. I do that a lot. Ask Robbie. He gets to try a lot of new things because of the stream. Because then I buy cookbooks and I'm like, ooh, this looks good.
There's a new cookbook that showed up just this week.
I know, for Halloween. Ooh. But it's a surprise, so I'm not telling you yet.
I didn't say what it was, just in case you were.
I know. So you know the costume that we've almost bought you 2 years in a row? That's what I think we have to do.
Oh, no. True caretaker. I don't believe there is a planned cocktail surprise that Dana's holding out on me, but she did on Thursday.
I did not come up with a cocktail.
Tuesday's food fight.
I didn't, and I didn't buy ingredients for a cocktail either. I thought about it for a hot second when I was at the grocery store. They had some really great new simple syrups, and
That was the last planned one that you told me in advance, so we got the recipe, which was delicious. If you have a chance, definitely make yourself a chicken and
a waffle cocktail. That was really good. I think Robbie had his doubts. But then he went and used it as a dip for his chicken and his waffle. Ooh, peach bellinis. I love peach bellinis. I love peach. I'm really surprised at how many people don't like the flavor of peach. In my life, at least, there are a lot of them. Or more than I expected. So. All right, I think next we'll do the carrot. I need to get a carrot chopped up. We need some garlic.
In a pinch, we've got plenty of German sodas.
Oh yeah, you know what? Those might be good with some vodka. The German sodas are really good that we got. They're Wostock. Or Vostok.
I know you're busy, Dana, but Andy has said thank you for the other thing.
Oh, thank you so much for redeeming. I love doing that. I do still have a meal redemption out there. Royce has still not told me what he would like me to cook, and that was like 3 months ago. So I don't know if we need to give him his points back for that, or you know what I'm saying? All right. But I love doing the meal redemptions, and I love when people give me ideas of things to cook. It's less work for me. But I'm mostly done with October's menu. You'll get to see some of the stuff that we're making. Kanara's putting together something with all the people making spooky foods. I need to get back to her to tell her what I'm making. Some of them look pretty gross. Like, if somebody put it on my plate, I'm not sure I could eat it, but Robbie's seen pictures of a couple of them.
Sure have. Hey, Mod Pro.
So, Mod Pro, happy Sunday. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. All right.
Wizard. Put the banana for scale.
I love it. All right. It's so far away, but it's really not that far away, is being in my new kitchen.
That's far away.
I'm still like, 7 months away or so. But I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yeah, she's kind of in the zone right now with the shop.
Well, how many times do I forget things? I'm trying not to forget stuff.
I think part of the magic, though, is that Johnson knife.
I wish I was a pro, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better at it. All right, we need a carrot.
Alrighty.
Andy's got to go?
Lurking.
Oh, he's lurking. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'll accept lurking. Otherwise, I'll kidnap you and keep you here.
That's what happened to me.
If I recall, streaming was your and my child's idea.
Hippie, we are building a new house. Well, at some point we have to start.
We go over every weekend.
Just to make sure that they would forget to tell us they started.
Yeah, we're waiting for permits right now. All right, how does this want this cut before I peeled and cut into a dice? Okay.
No problem, Aspie.
Woo,
Feel better.
woo. I hope you feel better, Aspie. That's a little too little of a dice. Let's try a little bit bigger dice.
Hey, Elser.
Elser, hello. How are you? This is why I told Robbie, I'm like, if I'm chopping stuff or whatever, you need to tell me if somebody says something I need to answer. Nervous Deer is here. Hello, hello.
I might be able to answer that for Megabytes off stream better.
Lesser Panda, thank you so much for the gift sub to Elser. Here, let's get that up there on the board. And we'll look at this. I'm stopping to do something. All right. I want to make sure I don't miss any E's or R's. There we go. You would think 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so nice. Gift to Elsa.
Is that last Sunday?
So that's 3 more. Yes. Yes. And so 3 more, and we'll do another spin, and we'll get that in our grocery cart down there. There we go. All right. This is going to go in a little bowl. I've got to chop up some spinach. And I got to, what am I doing with the garlic? With the garlic, I need minced. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now we need another one up there. Okay. Thank you, Lesser Panda. Lesser Panda gets to be up there for their own sub. 0001. All right. Thank you so much. And it's nice when my menu isn't so crazy that I feel like I can't do these things. There we go. 2 more, Robbie. 2 more. Yep. Robbie wants a 7-Eleven spin. He wants it to land on me trying to find ingredients at 7-Eleven.
I just think it'd be funny. I mean, I'm the one that has to eat it.
This is accurate.
So I'll laugh, and then I'll cry.
And then he'll be like, why did I do this to myself? So we have a wheel over here. If you watched Food Fight, it's the same wheel. And it's got stores and ingredients like crunchy or on a specific aisle.
Top shelf.
Right. So there's all sorts of things on there.
There's one that lets you get to pick what letter the ingredient starts with, and somebody picked you.
Yes, thank you, Michael. Yeah, did you forget it was Michael that did that to me? It's actually not as hard as it sounds.
I think I let it go because, Michael's cool, so I just really let that stuff
Did
stop.
you hear that, Michael? You're cool. According.
Don't they have cheese at 7-Eleven? But do they have good fresh cheese?
Like, Robbie wants fresh to come up with 7-Eleven. So far, the wheel's been pretty good to me.
I think you should have to get like a Slurpee or something.
I mean,
Mega says they have dairy products.
there you go.
It's been a while since I've been in a 7-Eleven. I used to get there pretty regularly. Does anyone go to 7-Eleven on July 11th to get their free Slurpee?
I did not go this year. I haven't been in a few years. I used to go when the kids were still here. I'd take them.
Do they still do the refills at the lower prices? Because we used to take in our double big gulp cups. So I think it's 64 ounces. I'm muted. That's awesome. I've been holding the mic in front of my mouth and I'm muted. Great. So as I was saying, we used to go to 7-Eleven.
Okay. You should yell at the tech guy for that.
Yeah, tech guy. Randy. Hey, we would go to 7-Eleven and take in our double big gulp cups. 64 ounces. Fill those babies up for an all-night gaming session. And then if we needed to, we'd go back and get another one. Yeah, better late than never. I forgot I muted to take care of the dog. So I actually blame Rocky.
Here's our spinach, guys. We just need to chop it up some. So we're just gonna.
Yeah, who couldn't use 64 ounces of Mountain Dew to stay up all night?
Oh my
Sounds
gosh,
like a great
Mountain Dew.
idea.
Is
Do the do, Dana.
Is anybody old enough to remember Jolt Sola?
Sola?
Jolt Cola. That's how you talk after you've had one. Did you ever have that, Robbie?
Thank you, Mayor Bakes.
Mayor Bakes.
I remember hearing about it.
Sangoose. Hello, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I'm butchering that, which I know I am, so sorry. I'm sorry, go ahead. Do you remember Jolt Cola? Was it still around when you were?
I remember hearing about it in high school, but I don't know if it was still around or not.
Jolt Cola. Yes, Jolt Cola, for those of you who don't know, was a cola.
So it had so much caffeine in it.
It had like 3 times the caffeine of like a cup of coffee.
Yes, DeSoto. Dana's channeling her inner Darth with her speaking.
I'm trying my best.
You had Jolts as a kid. Well, I mean, why not, right?
I was in college, so when that was around. I don't remember it being around when I was in high school.
So how does that store sign go? Like, unattended children will be given an espresso and a free puppy?
Yes, something like that. All right.
Mr. K says, Jolt was awesome when I was in grade school.
Yeah.
You guys having to act like each other was hilarious.
We should do that more often. No.
See, Michael, that's just another example of how the 90s were the best. Definitely better than those 80s that Dana talks about.
I hate it here. It wasn't mid-90s because I had it in college. It was late 80s. Maybe it was still around in the mid-90s. But I wasn't in college in the mid-90s. In the mid-90s, I was having babies.
It's like a non-alcoholic Four Locos.
Yes.
Surge was the 90s. Yeah, DeSoto, she keeps talking about actually making some merch that says, I hate it here.
I've got it open. I just haven't.
It's
I
like one
don't
of the
like
100
the-
open tabs in your brain.
Yes. I'm sorry, I had to get to the right tab to answer. My cursor was on the wrong window, and so
You should really close
It
some of
was
those
inactive.
windows down, Dana. That's the problem.
I'm going to tell you, I am one of those people. I will keep approximately 8 to 10 tabs open and maybe 2 windows. But I have people I know that I have opened their computer and I said, I'm having an anxiety attack because you have like 100 tabs open.
It's like me with Dana's unanswered emails or unread emails.
Yes. If anybody ever asks me, like on the Newlywed Game or something, and says, how many unread messages are on Robbie's phone right now, I'd say 0.
When did Tab, the beverage I'm assuming, go away?
I've actually seen it every once in a while. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I don't know exactly when it went away. But I used to drink that. My mom had that around the house. All right. Here's our mess. Let's clean it up. This may be all of the chopping.
I think Dana needs to read that or sing that one out loud for us.
Which one? I don't know that one. Do you?
She didn't read it out loud. That makes me sad. Hippie, you have 73,000?
Ting tang walla walla bing bang.
73,000?
I'm sorry, Robbie's gone now. He's had a heart attack. Just reading that.
Mr. K says, fun fact, Jolt was created in 1985.
See? Perfect timing. I was in college from 86 to 90, and then I was in college again 2012 to 2014, 15, 14, and then I was in college again in 2019 to 2021. I think 2021.
Michael thinks that Dr. Pepper tastes like cough medicine.
Uh-oh.
Who are you, and what have you done to the real Michael Bublé?
You better hope Robbie's sister isn't in here. That's not going to be good for you. All right. So we are going to meet. We're going to, words, so hard today. We're going to put a little oil here in the pan.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm near in my spam account. I think I forgot how to log into it.
Your what? Your spam account?
Yeah, that's Hippie's spam unread emails, which is why it's so high.
Okay, I need to get
94 to 13.
94 to 2013. Okay, so I think that you and I are probably right on par for how many years we spent outside of high school in school. Elle McPherson, as an 18-year-old, had her first professional ad campaign for Tab Cola here in Australia in 1982. There you go.
Michael, I don't think you're allowed to visit Texas talking like that.
Just tell them that you like Coca-Cola then, and you'll be okay. Don't tell them you don't like Dr. Pepper. Hello, Luminology. How are you doing? I'm waiting to go to the post office. I do have your apron ready to go, but I'm waiting for the stuff for the trophy from Food Fight. So I only have to go to the post office one time because the lines are stupid long.
Yeah, my dad also cannot stand Dr. Pepper, and whenever the sodas get mixed up at a restaurant, we know instantly.
Because you can hear it. All right, these do not get drained. It wants the aquafaba in there, Robbie.
Interesting.
I
Your
don't
10-year high school reunion is next year, and you don't want to go. I also did not go to my 10-year.
You decided to skip all meals today. You don't want to go. See, I had so much fun at my reunions. The only thing that happened was during COVID is when we were supposed to have one of the reunions, and they tried to put something together, and it just didn't work out. So I'm waiting for the next one. What would my next one be?
Megabytes has to clarify that was kindergarten through grad school.
You said
you
2013,
youngin'.
17 years. Okay. Kindergarten through grad school. See, I didn't do mine all in one time.
And Michael, Cool Ranch Doritos are okay. I definitely prefer the original.
Again, Doritos for me are too much flavor.
You mean too much awesome.
No, that's not what I said at all. All right, we are going to need this. We are going to need...
Yeah, I guess my reasoning to soda was the people, we already had, Facebook or whatever back then.
Facebook. I did not have...
for the reunion time. That it's like the people I already want to get a hold of and stuff. I already know what they're up to, and why go be in a room full of people that I don't want to talk to and pay all the money. And...
See, and I like to talk to my high school people. I did. What happened here?
I mean, that sounds like a plan for success, to have the biggest hot mess planning it.
Who was my number one on MySpace?
Tom.
I don't remember. That was so
Definitely
long
Tom.
ago. So long ago.
It would have been me if she knew me back
It's
then.
being planned by the biggest hot mess in your class. Ours is usually planned by multiple people. I do remember one year Carolyn did the bulk of the work, but we all contributed. Like, she said, here's things that need to get done, who's doing what, which I thought was brilliant. And we all, a lot of us participated. I collected all the photographs, and I finally had to, on our Facebook site, go, why are all the photographs you guys sending me, everybody has a beer or a red Solo cup in their hand from high school? It's like, are there any from events where we weren't illegally drinking? Because I'm not so old that it was legal to drink in high school. Cooking, then add carrot.
I mean, you went all the way to Spain to do that, right?
To drink?
Yeah, that was your whole reason for the trip, I'm sure.
No, it was not. It was definitely not. How much tomato puree? Hang on.
I think that was just last stream we were discussing the drinking ages over in Europe.
It was everyone's Tom.
Hey, Whiskey.
Hi, Whiskey. How are you doing? If you want to have fun and you want some cocktails, make sure you give Whiskey a follow.
And just for
Find
you guys,
some delicious food.
Dana has made sure they're free today.
The follows are free.
Dana's
for
got
everybody
her connections.
today.
So
All right.
we're good. It's getting a little dark. It might rain soon. It's like we haven't been on that long. It's only 6 o'clock. Why is it so dark outside?
There's peppers flying everywhere.
So on the off chance that we lose signal, we'll be back as soon as we can.
You're off to party and you'll try not to drink too much tonight. Okay.
Yeah, Luminology, give Dana a hard time. She still owes you an apron. Oh, it's your birthday party.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, we're going to put some cumin in here.
I should really show people the colors in there now. Look at that.
Doesn't that look pretty? Oh, I'm going to need that again.
I was getting too engaged in the conversation and I forgot to produce the show. I'm sorry. At least my mic's on again.
We've got some sweet paprika here. I'm actually going to... It's okay that a little more went in than I wanted because...
Hey, Chef Mega.
That paprika is a little older. And then we need a little turmeric.
Dana stole it, Whiskey.
What did I steal?
My drink.
Your drink? I didn't steal a drink. You didn't give me one. Robbie has not made me a drink. All right, we're going to put a little cayenne in there. How much cayenne do you want, Robbie?
We don't need to go crazy this time after going
So not
crazy.
that much?
No, that's fine. Throw that in there.
No, we're going to throw that in there.
See, she doesn't listen to me. Whiskey, why would I start now? I've gone this long.
He doesn't even know where his ducks are.
They're in a row. Where they are, I don't know, but they're in a row.
What did I just say?
That I don't know where they are.
Yes.
But they're in a row. No, they are in a row.
Hi, Chef
They're
Mega.
just
How are
missing.
you doing?
What I think is great, though, about this show, Dana, is this is what it's like even if the cameras are off.
Pretty much. There's usually less talking.
My ducks are in a circle having a meeting about overturning me.
They're like, I don't know. This guy doesn't
That's
know
what all
what
the
he's doing.
quacking's been about?
A little salt. Put a little pepper in there. If you're just coming in, we have bread. We're making some Afghan naan. That is in the proofing oven at the moment. Right now we are making our chickpea stew. And we're reducing down those vegetables. All right, and now we're going to add our tomato puree. So we have a cup of tomato puree. And remember, everybody, tomato puree is not tomato sauce. Uh-oh, what did you do? Did you mess it up?
I might have made something quack.
Why did it just go whack?
Because it wasn't a very good one.
Oh. So you didn't do a good job of making something quack is what I'm hearing. Okay, we're gonna get the spinach. in here. So this is about 8 ounces of spinach.
Fine, Dana, if you're going to be like that.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Mish, mish! Mish, mish! Robbie doesn't have the chat up for me. So hello, hello, hello. How are you? How was your stream? Everybody get in and follow Mish, mish. How are you doing? Hello, Raiders. My name is Dana. I'm a home cook up in North Texas. And tonight we are cooking, actually this month we've been cooking out of the World Central Kitchen Cookbook. So we've been cooking dishes from all over the world. Tonight we have stopped in Afghanistan, so we are making an Afghan chickpea stew. And we have got we're gonna be making a goat cheese sauce to go with it. And then we've got some Afghan naan right now proofing in the oven that we're gonna take out soon and get going. So, hello Zeta Lawyer, thank you so much for that follow. How was your stream, Mish Mish? What did you make? How'd it come out? I'm sure it was delicious. If you haven't seen how delicious her food looks, we have great people here. Hippie, we have Whiskey, we have Mish Mish, we have Chef Megas in here. Who else? Am I missing anybody? All the people. So thank you so much for bringing everybody in. So we're just kind of getting this in here so the spinach starts wilting a little bit.
Thank you for that follow.
And thank you for the follow, Gilbert. Yes, thank you for the intro to all of your wonderful people too, Mish Mish. All right, we got that going. Got stuff all over my spoon, and now we're going to add. Oh, it wanted me to add that spinach in batches to wilt it, but look, we did it adding it all in at once, doing it the hard way. So we're going to do 2 cans of chickpeas, so 28 ounces or 30-ish ounces of chickpeas with their liquid. The liquid of chickpeas is called aquafaba. If it calls for you to rinse your chickpeas, you can save that aquafaba. And you can make like a meringue-like substance with it. You can make a whipped cream-like thing with it. There's all sorts of things you can do with you can shake it in a cocktail instead of an egg white.
Really?
You didn't know that?
There's a lot I don't know, Dana.
I thought we talked about that before. That's
I'm
what I
the
had.
bartender that doesn't really believe in garnishes.
So, you know when we went to Roots,
Yes.
the cocktails, the sours that the bartender was making them with aquafaba instead of egg whites. So, it drove you crazy. Ooh, roasted pesto cream sauce pizza, breakfast pizza. Now you're gonna make Robbie make him a breakfast pizza one morning. And I can make a pesto because I probably have 150 cups of basil out in the garden. All right, 1.5 cups of vegetable stock are going in here. We're gonna bring this to simmer and let it cook. But I'm gonna switch burners. So why did it drive you crazy?
It was a crime of passion? Sorry.
It was a what? Mayonnaise. Let's see here. I don't know if you can make mayonnaise with aquafaba. Okay, so crime of passion. Okay, it is a lot of basil. I have like 3 basil plants that are like this big, so I got a ton. I got a ton out there. So Mish Mish, what drove you crazy about the stream? I know that when Robbie and I, until we went to Italy and took a pizza making class, making the crust so that it would stretch and stay stretched on pizzas drove us bonkers.
And then we found out the trick is to let it proof for a whole day?
No, you let it rest for a whole day, actually.
Sorry, rest. My bad.
Yeah. So you put it in the refrigerator to keep it from proofing, but it hydrates the flour. So when you have it in there for like 8 hours, your dough's really hydrated. So when you go to proof it, it's still stretchy, but it doesn't try to go back. Like everything's been developed and hydrated enough that it stays.
And it
flat.
it worked
And it
amazingly well. It was the easiest pizza to make I've ever done from scratch.
You can make mayo from aquafaba. That's very interesting, Hippie. Do you have a good recipe for that? You know, Whiskey? I love mayo.
Michael, I knew you were the type of guy that would cut off the mattress tags.
For the life, yes. Yes, that is the issue that Robbie and I had.
Nobody tells Michael what to do.
So that's the trick we found in Italy when we went, and it was up in Sorrento, which is a great pizza making class. And they had us make our dough, and then they took it all, and they said, now we're not going to use this to make our pizzas because it needs to go in the refrigerator for 8 hours, and then we let it proof for 8 hours. So it rests for 8 hours, proofs for 8 hours, and we said, oh, so you're going to be using, somebody said, so you'll be using ours.
And it sounded like there's also some sort of health rule that they couldn't let us do that.
And he was like, no, we'll be feeding it to the animals.
Like, but we just spent all this time making it perfect.
We're like, wait a minute, what? What? Where's my pot pan? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. All right, now let's make our yogurt.
And if
Goat
anyone thinks
cheese
they hear
sauce.
thunder in the background, you're not imagining that. That is real.
But can we cover my chair? Can we at least go get the blankets off of the chair and bring them in? Because otherwise they get gross. Look at, he's so nice. He's so nice. All right.
Am I, though? Am I?
Are you going to go do it? He's looking at the weather to see if
I'm
he
looking to see if how
close.
how close this is to needing to be done.
All right. So this sauce, really close?
Yeah.
All right. You want to cover it too while you're out there? Okay. Robbie's going to go prep us for, in case there's hail. All right. So hail. No, he says. All right. Because apparently my car is not in the garage either, so he wants to go get that in the garage. So we've lost Robbie for a few minutes. Or not. He's back. Oh, there he's throwing blankets in. All right. So here we go. It is not sound effect thunder. That is real thunder. The best protection against hail is a cocktail. In Texas, I would tend to disagree with that because I can't even begin to tell you, in Texas now, the cost for insurance for your roof is ridiculous. And now in Texas, and I don't know if this is the same in other parts of the country, but if you go to buy a house and the roof, even if it's a 30-year roof, if your roof is like over 7 years old, they won't insure it. So the people have to put a new roof on. It's bad here. You posted the recipe you used. Oh, thank you, Hippie. Thank you so much. I'm going to give that a try. It caused your power to flicker. Oh, I'm so sorry you lost your internet during football. He is off to batten down the hatches. So he is proofing there's a big storm coming our way. So he wants to make sure my car is in the garage and that our furniture outside is covered. I don't care if all of it gets covered, but there's a couple things that are new and they don't dry out real fast. So I don't want those to get ruined. All right, we have 4 ounces of goat cheese in here. So it's not cream cheese, it's goat cheese. We want that bunk, right? And then we want a half a cup of, it says milk. I don't have milk, I have cream. So this is gonna be really, really creamy. I hope that doesn't mess up the texture. I said there was yogurt in this. I lied, the yogurt is going on the bread when we get the bread ready to put in the oven. All right, we're gonna melt this cheese now. If anybody's ever tried to melt goat cheese, it does not melt easily. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 10 years in Florida, yeah. It's unfortunately, it's the way it is. People are changing their roofs out all of the time. We did my roof. Mine actually lasted longer. I'm kind of like in this little vortex of an area where people a mile that direction, people in a mile that direction, people in a mile, they all have hail damage, and I'll get maybe a little hail, but occasionally it'll come through. The hail was so bad one time, Robbie's lost a lot of windows in the back of his house, and when you drove in the area that he lives in, all the houses had the broken windows on that side. It's fun. It's fun. It does crazy damage, yeah. I met somebody, I went to school with somebody who had lived in Las Vegas, and she came here to Texas, and we had a huge thunderstorm coming through, and we said, and I knew she was in an apartment, and I said, is there someplace you can take your car where it's covered? And she goes, no, why? And everybody's like, oh no, we got to find you a place to take your car. And you could just somebody will drive you to your apartment or whatever, but you can't leave it out, or it could be a total loss. Let's talk about Robbie, because he's not here.
I'm here now.
Sorry, Michael, I missed the window. Hailstorm out of nowhere. They've been pop-ups a lot around here the last couple of days, but none have been super near me. But then when you hear thunder, you gotta go. Lightning, not so much, but thunder you hear, you gotta go, it's pretty close. Robbie is so... All right. Melt. I'm gonna take a look at the bread and see how that is doing.
Yeah, where's the oven cam, Dana?
Oh, look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this.
Yes, tall. That's it, tall.
Look at that, everybody. That's looking good.
It got bigger.
It sure did. Now, the thing about Afghan Naan, or Naan, is it's not like they'll call it a loaf of bread, but it's really more like what you would typically think of when you think of naan bread. It's not real super thick, right? So it'll be more like a flat bread almost when we get to that. But let's go ahead and get this, because this should really be more chilled down.
Yeah, chill.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw some cumin in here.
Is that helping, Dana?
No,
Oh.
but thank you for trying. And we'll get that stirred in along with a little salt. Robbie is tall.
I'm not 6'9" tall.
You are.
but
I
I'm
was
tall.
thinking the same thing. One of the shows we like to watch is on the Dropout app, and there's a actor on there named Grant, and he is 6'9", and he's like one of those lanky 6'9", so he looks even taller.
Hey, Whiskey, don't give away the secrets that I'm actually 7'7".
7'7".
It's true. I used to play in the NBA. But then I took an arrow to the knee, and that
And
ruined
then
my career.
you got a face change so that nobody would recognize you, so you could live
That
a
too,
nice,
that
normal
too.
life.
Somebody watched a Lego movie too.
Being on the bench doesn't count. Yes, Suki, that's exactly right. I like it. Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Scrat, Velociraptor, Wrangler, Home Safety Prepper, IT guy. Are you the Home Safety Prepper?
Apparently, that's what I just did.
Oh, that's true. You did just do that.
So Dana's
I was thinking
special
of
chair will
Panara,
be
and I was like, I don't
rain
think you
free.
really...
She can still use it in the morning, and the car's protected.
That's good. All right. So I think the trick when you're trying to melt goat cheese is, first of all, even if the recipe calls for crumbled goat cheese, don't do that, because I think they add things into it that make so it doesn't stick together, which is always going to change the texture when you are trying to melt things. So like this said crumbled goat cheese, but it had fresh goat cheese. So that's number one. I also think it works really well. Go slow. Do not try to heat it on a high heat. Heat it. Hello, obscure teen. Welcome in. So anyways, let me finish my thought here, and then I'm going to answer that question. Go slow. Put it on the lowest heat and just keep stirring until it melts. Otherwise, the texture for me doesn't work out really well. So let's see here. Harmer. This Dutch oven, this one is just a sur la table one because I needed one and it was less expensive than a lot of the other ones. I would say this one doesn't hold up to high heat, so there's crazing in the enamel. So I'm probably not going to be able to use it too much longer before enamel starts to flake off. So I would go with the one I really like that I have, because I don't want to spend $500 on a Dutch oven. Is I've got a couple of Lodge ones, and those are great. So I love both my Lodge ones. So, all right, let's get some things prepped here.
Was that in Tennessee that we stopped at one of their distribution places?
Pigeon Forge.
Well, Dana remembers apparently better than I do. Wow.
That's where it's made. Uh-oh.
Love it.
That's where they make Lodge, is in Pigeon Forge. And, it's good. You don't need to spend $500 for one.
Hippie, do we have you up there for bits? I think we need to get you up there for bits.
That sounds like a Randy.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. So we're just prepping these. This is going to make 2 loaves.
Where's the marker?
Over there.
No, that's inconvenient.
It was convenient for me. We're very different than Hippie and Lady Wayfair, who are really nice to each other. All right. I'm going to set that one over there so I can take this out. This is going to make 2. Did I say that already? I probably did. And I'm going to get a little flour here. I don't think it should stick, but we want to make sure. And then, again, this is going to make 2. So we'll take half of this, stick it in here, and then what we're going to do, I was going to do this on the counter, but I think I'm just going to do it on the cookie sheet for the most part. Let's get it stretched out. And you can see it got deflated a lot because that's what this does. All right, so we're going to try and make this more round. Oops. And it's not going to be perfect, and that is okay, because you know what? I'm not on a cooking competition. I'm making it for Robbie. And I don't think he cares.
Someone married a
I don't care.
shotgun.
Think he cares what shape it's in. So
I've never heard that joke before, so that was really funny to me.
you saw the Oak Ridge Boys. How long ago was that? I haven't heard that name in a long time. All right, let's see if we can get the other one looking a little prettier.
Have you seen the Soggy Bottom Boys, Dana?
I have not seen the Soggy Bottom Boys.
I believe that's from Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Oh. I haven't seen that movie in a long, long time. All right. I will not need all that flour.
When George Clooney got big. Now he sells his coffee. That was a little louder.
That feels like that's closer. All right.
19? No. Had to be later than 93. I'd say that's more of like a 99 or 2000 movie. If only we had a way of verifying this on the internet.
What's the internet? Last night, Robbie and I were watching TV and a commercial came up.
Thank you, True Caretaker.
What was that commercial for?
A commercial last night that I should
Yes.
remember. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what the product was for, but
So that came up, and Robbie goes, "That sounds a lot like."
have you ever seen a llama kissing a llama?
Oh, have you ever seen a
llama duck? Yeah, that.
And I said, "Well, I mean, it's modern Major General," and he's like,
Like what? I just
"Like
know the llama
Pirates of
song.
Penzance," and he's like,
Oh, 93 is when you saw the Oak Ridge Boys. Now I gotcha.
"All right, so we're gonna make a topping for our bread before we stick it in the oven, and I keep meaning to check to see what the temperature is I'm supposed to have on this bread." Da, 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 da. Cut in half. Stretch the dough. Cover with yogurt.
I don't think I saw a concert until the
425.
year 2000.
Really?
Yes, in the year 2000, Dana.
That's not a real year.
Sounds like the start of the Conan O'Brien sketch.
Oops. Anyway, so he had no
You're making
idea.
a huge mess.
That's what cooking is all about, Robbie.
Just means you're having fun.
I'm going to clean that up, but I'm going to finish this first because this needs to get in the oven.
Suki says, "I am the very model of a
Modern Major General. Right, yes. So he had no idea what I was talking about. I said, Pirates of Penzance. He's like, so I pulled up a thing from 1980 something and showed
From last
him.
century.
Last century. And I said, and then I looked up, I'm like, I don't remember when Gilbert and Sullivan wrote that. And I went back and it was 1870 something. He goes, no. He said, yes. And then I showed him and he's like, oh, so he learned something last night.
I got learned.
He got learned. But I grew up around theater people when that movie even came out, so they were singing it all the time when I was in high school.
My niece calls anything from the 90s ancient history.
I am the very model of a modern maiden general. Da 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 da.
When you take the time to realize that 1995 was somehow 30 years ago, your niece kind of has a point.
That's not ancient. All right, so we're going to put this yogurt water mixture on here. And I wish I had the Nigella seeds.
Really,
the flavor
Michael?
profile is a little different than sesame seeds, but
Exactly. The 80s was only about 10 years ago.
well, 20. Come on, let's not get crazy. It was 20 years ago.
Suki says same. Yeah, I can't think of too many concerts I've been to that I'd go back a second night, but there are a couple. That
What are
Muse
they?
concert we went to last year.
That was
Oh
good.
my
It was
gosh,
it
that
was so
good.
loud though. I was like, am I getting old or are these getting louder? I'm enjoying the music. It's just a little too loud for me. All right, my oven is almost heated up. And this is our freestyling naan bread.
You're freestyling.
Freestyling. Why were you Pac-Man? Oh, freestyling on it. I thought you were Pac-Man.
No, that's waka 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 waka. Waka 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 waka.
Clueless is still a good film. All right. Certainly a classic at this point. I sometimes make Robbie watch movies from the 80s, like when he goes, where were we? We were in Santa Fe, I think, and it was snowing outside, and he goes, I've never seen Dirty Dancing. And I was
And then
like,
she made me watch it. I shouldn't have said anything.
I was like, I gotta watch that.
Lessons you learn about 5 seconds too late.
I remember seeing it at the movie theater. It wasn't a drive-in, though. But I remember I have pictures, actually, of us standing in line. Where were we? We weren't in Kirkwood.
I also saw Empire Strikes Back at the theater.
Oh,
It
that
wasn't a
doesn't
drive-in.
count. Not the original run.
Well, I didn't say it was the original run.
Suki and I are talking about the original run. There we go. Ta-da! All right, my oven still has a few degrees to go.
Look at that mess. So messy.
I'm not messier than you.
When they re-released them before episode 2. It was insane when episode 1 came out.
It was so much fun. I actually had to there's a guy I was dating and he'd never seen any Star Wars movies. And I said, I'm sorry, we cannot date anymore until we go see the Star Wars movies because they were in theaters. And I was talking about them. And he's like, why? And I go, that's my whole reason for being. So there we go. And did somebody follow?
Gilbert did.
Gilbert, thank you for the follow. Yes, any of the John Hughes movies? Has anybody seen the autobiography, or is that documentary about Charlie Sheen?
Oh, the recent thing on Netflix?
Yeah. I watched that the other day. I didn't pay 100% attention. I was cleaning out my filing cabinet and I had a bag this big of stuff I shredded. All right, let's put this in the oven.
I would like to see the John Candy bio.
We'll set the oven for 50. Actually, I'll set
A
it for
favorite of
10.
ours when we were kids was the movie Delirious. All right, Hippie. Thank you much. Oh my gosh, can't talk. Thank you again so much for the raid.
Some naval contemplation. So, did your dishes ever do themselves?
Did you stare at them long enough and they finally just poof? Just poof.
You had to create a whole new profile. That's weird. Do I make Robbie watch Richard Gere movies? I have not done that yet.
I should make her watch the Mothman Prophecies, though. I don't think she's seen that one. And if I remember correctly, he's the lead
Who's
in
in
that.
that?
Richard Gere.
Oh, Richard Gere. Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one. Based around Calgary Olympics. Oh my gosh. Yes. They didn't yet. They're still sitting there from the other day. That's sad.
Hi, dog.
I mean, I imagine people are nice and people don't recognize how bad off things are for people who are nice sometimes. They don't want people to feel bad for them. It's very sad. Oh, we're going to see a dog? Oh, yes. You want to see the naked dog just to go with our naked food tonight? He was a hot mess.
Someone got a haircut.
And I was super freaked out because when I called to make a grooming appointment for him, the one person there that would groom him was no longer there. Nobody else would groom him. And they said, but she's keeping a few dogs on that she knows are troublemakers. And, well, she didn't say troublemakers. She's keeping a few dogs that she feels like she needs to keep on. So she said to give you her phone number. It was actually really nice. She came by, she picked him up, and she brought him back here. So, perfect weather for a brisket. Oh my gosh, yum. So fun. All right, let's see. Going to an antiques fair. Yeah. All right, let's see here. What can I do? I've got some bowls. I know I want to do a little of this on the top when we're done. I'm getting things, people. I didn't think through everything. So you get to hear my brain thinking. Except I don't know where Robbie put something.
What do you need, dear?
The little small strainer. Oh, there it is. It was right where I thought it was. It was just underneath stuff. So here we go. Is that supposed to be, am I supposed to let the sauce cool? Okay. It wants me to taste this. Let's taste it. It's so good. It's creamy and tangy. And a little bit, I think I actually want to add a tiny bit more cumin in there. I want too much. Ooh, you guys hear the thunder? Thunder. Ooh, and you know what?
Lightning and the thunder?
Yes. Uh-oh.
I think the dog is getting anxious.
Is it going to be a trazodone night for him? Put a little more salt in there too. So, what was I going to say about this? I was going to say something. Oh, no, I know what I was going to tell you guys. Remember how we were talking about salt the other day, if you were here? And I ordered myself some of this Amabito Numoshio salt, which is this kind of creamy kind of color here. And it's so cool when you smell it. It has like the slightest scent of like the sea, like seaweed. It's so good. I can't wait to try it out. I'm thinking of doing like a salt adventure, so we can look at all different kinds of salt. And then I'll have a salt collection.
There's more than just Himalayan salt?
Yes. Like the salt I just showed you.
Oh.
He won't remember, however.
I won't. I'll forget.
Let's see how the bread is doing. So basically we're waiting for the bread, but let's taste the stew here. I think this is not, oh, this got turned off. That's not good. So it hasn't been cooking.
I didn't do it. I have not touched the stove.
We need this to cook. That's good. It'll have a little time.
How's it tasting?
Flavor-wise, it's really good. But now let's heat it up.
Heat it up.
Luckily, it's in cast iron, so it's still hot. So, okay, so I'm thinking for the next meal, let's talk about that while the rest of the stuff is cooking over here. And what did I have? I had thought about, I need to go look it up because now I can't remember. Was it over here? No. Now I can't find it. What part of the world should we go to? I thought it was some sort of...
Mongolia.
I don't know if I have Mongolia.
Peru.
Maybe it started with an L. It started with an L.
Lima, Peru.
Chad, he's not helpful. I'm just letting you know. All right, let's see here. Where'd it go?
Suki says Scotland.
I don't think we have that. Think of places where there are a lot of immigrants, people immigrating from these areas, or places where there have been national disasters. We're going to find more things there.
Australia. That's what Suki said. Don't give me trouble.
I don't think we have any in there. Here from Australia. Wait, let me look at my list.
Even DeSoto says, I bet there's no listings in that book for Australia.
OMG.
Yeah, Rocky's
Puppy.
definitely... Rocky's trying to decide if he can still fit underneath the couch to hide or not.
He cannot. He's oh, there we go. A-link. That's why I couldn't find it. 85. Let's see what I picked. It's been a while. And we can see if that sounds good. This is called La Majon. It's a flatbread. It's Armenian in origin. I know why I picked this. Because I actually have...
The dog's under the couch.
He got under the
He
couch?
got under the couch. I saw these two little chicken legs struggling.
That's because he doesn't have any fur on him. That's why he was able to get there. But we're probably going to have to lift the couch up to get him out. He'll probably get stuck there. Bali in Indonesia, there's some in there. I picked Armenia. So this is like a flat bread from Armenia. And I picked that because one of my really good friends is Armenian. She didn't grow up in Armenia. Her family fled from Armenia decades ago when the genocide was happening there. And she was in Lebanon. And they lived, the place that they lived, there were bombings and all of those things all of the time. And they had to run in the middle of the night and try to get across to Syria. And so she's, you know, it's so funny. I knew her for years and I didn't know her story. And we were sitting, a group of us was sitting and she started telling us the story. And we're all like, whoa, like all the things that they had to survive in order to get out and feel safe again. And they went to England, I think. And she's like, our whole family was like sleeping on the floor, like in one room in an apartment from somebody who was nice enough to let them live there. So that's why I kind of picked that one. Australians don't know what's, you know, DeSoto, I had such a tough time when I was trying to do Australia one time and finding things that are so uniquely Australian foods. Doesn't eat you versus food. That's a good one, Suki. I like that. So I think that's why I picked this. And maybe I can even get her to come up with something else to go with it, too. All right, I'm going to flip these so that what's on the bottom is on the top. vice versa. And we got a few more minutes of this to cook or bake. So we'll set that for about another 7 minutes. So while I love, like Suki, I love all of your ideas, I'm looking at stuff that's really in here. So I don't know if there's anything from Indonesia in here. There probably is. Let's see if I can find.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, we do. We could do beef rendang. Mish Mish! Congratulations! Congratulations. Okay, so we could do. Wait a minute. Because this was actually one that I thought about doing. What did I just see? 51. Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong page. So 51. So you're gonna stream more often, or you're gonna make sure that you have just some time to yourself? What are you planning to do with your retirement? I would also like to retire, although I like my supervisees. I'd love to keep seeing my supervisees. And it's not that I don't like my clients. I just want to work less. So, all right. So we could do, if you want to do.
I thought it was interesting with Hippie semi-retired now that he was talking this first week or two that he's felt like he's had even less time.
It kind of feels like you're like, oh, I got to do all the things.
Right, he's put so much on his plate that.
Yeah. So we could do this one if we wanted to instead of the Armenian flatbread, since we're kind of making a flatbread tonight. This one has like a spice paste, and it's another stew. I wonder if I can get. Do I have mackerel lime leaves? I know I don't have fresh ones, but I might have.
I was gonna say, DeSoto, that is all the good stuff. The Chinese takeaway, the pizza, the pasta.
And took over the massive migrations. Yes. That's what you have to do. Like if you want to look at, if you go to Mexico, you can see how pre-Hispanic foods from, the Aztecs and stuff have made their way into the Mexican foods, but it still looks very different. Just as if you're going, like, maybe I wasn't with you, but went to a restaurant once and it was like really like pre-settlers in America type food with like the fry breads and things like that here in the United States. So it's interesting. I think food is a very historical thing, right? Takeout all the time. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I think Elser sometimes tells us about takeout. I took out this and I had this food and I had that. So, and then, and the funny thing was when Teeds was competing and it was international foods and he was trying to make risotto international until the very end when it was like, wait a minute, risotto is international because it's not a traditional Australian food. You forget. So should we do that? Should we do this beef rendang, which is a slow braised food in coconut milk, and it's originating in West Sumatra.
Suki, I think I vaguely remember Teeds telling us about that when he was here.
I do remember that, yeah. Colonies before the migration helped. We had to suffer the meat and 3 boiled vegetables of old English fare. So we'll do that. We can do the beef rendang. I'm good with that. There we go. Thank you, Suki. We'll do Indonesian food. How's that? That actually was on my short list anyway of stuff to do. All right, our bread's almost ready. It's getting there. Whoop! Can't see. I can't see. My glasses are all fogged up. All right. I don't have marbles or anything for us. Should Robbie set that up for when we, on the rare occasion that I have downtime? Because it's not often you see me in my kitchen with downtime. I'm usually running around in circles like a crazy person. Don't.
I'm just not going to say anything.
Thank you, Obscure Teen. Sounds good. It was your idea.
Maybe that was supposed to be an exclamation point instead of a question mark.
I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with
Well,
that.
I liked on a lot of the trivia, I think that was Weakest Link we were watching. So many of the answers definitely had a question mark
Yeah.
at the end. It's like, I don't think that counts. If you don't really mean it.
Sure it counts.
Does it?
Yes. Well, that was a question right there. Ah, Robbie. We're waiting for some bread to come out of the oven, and then we're going to start plating some things up. So thank you for asking, Fearless Phoenix 15.
Assuming the weather lets us stay on the air.
Yeah,
But it
it's not
should
too-
stay
it's
away
not-
long enough for us to finish up.
And this is about right. So my streams usually run 2 to 2.5 hours. Rare streams like prep streams for Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve, that type of stuff usually run a little longer. But for the most part, 2 to 2.5 hours is about all I really want to stand on my feet. Although I'm also standing on my feet for usually another hour after that.
And definitely, we always try the food.
Always. Because how do I describe what it tastes like if I don't eat it? All right, let's turn that down.
I do really like that Eevee emote.
I bet you can go get it.
Well, you have your own version of that. It's not animated, but
All right, so here's our.
I would hope if I hit send. There we go.
All right, that is our freestyle shape. This is, if you're just getting in here, this is an Afghan naan. So we put sesame seeds on it, but it would normally have nigella seeds, which is cumin satvia, which is different than cumin. They're little black seeds. And then we're doing this Afghan chickpea stew. That will be better tomorrow as it sits.
Well, it looks like it's warmed up. It's bubbling.
It is definitely bubbling.
I think that might be Idaho.
Yeah, so naan is like a flatbread. It is not, so think of flatbread. Think pita.
Doesn't it just mean bread?
Naan just means bread, yeah. That's all it
So
means.
you can't really say non-bread. I mean, you can, but then you're saying bread.
But when we think of naan, we think of these flatbreads most of the time.
I'm trying to think if there's a type of bread out there I don't like.
I don't know. That I can't answer for you. And then for here, this is the goat cheese sauce that we've got that's got a little cumin in it.
Yes, Suki. The bread is delicious.
All bread.
Bread is the best bread.
All bread.
See, now we're having fun.
So we're going to just put a big dollop of that in there. So we can use it as we we want.
I like that the steam is actually showing up on the camera.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
I'm going to put a little
Exactly,
turmeric on top.
DeSoto, like ATM machine. It's redundant.
So put a little turmeric on
Oh,
there.
I'm glad you brought that up, DeSoto, the ATM machine.
Oh, Robbie wants to go do this as an
I have
IRL
found a
stream.
place not too far away that we might do like an IRL stream because it's an ATM machine that dispenses tacos. It's a taco machine.
Didn't we see a pizza one in, wasn't that in France?
I thought it was Italy. I thought it was in, no, I think it was
thought
Nice.
it was in
I think it was
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, we saw a pizza
A pizza
machine.
ATM. All right. So asking where I got these bowls online somewhere. I wanted something that looked like a little like a casserole dish, and that would also be good like if you're doing something like a French onion soup. So it had a big top on it.
Where did
And
you
I
get
do
the-
little mini casseroles in here too.
Did you already answer the poll question?
That's what I was
Okay,
answering when
sorry,
you interrupted
sorry,
me.
Sorry. Our chemistry is, it's like we finish each other's sentences.
Turmeric can actually really take over something if you do too much, which is why it's just a real slight dusting, because there's not that much in here. It's only a quarter, I think it was only a quarter teaspoon for the whole thing. So it's not too bad. See, and then we've got this nice bread that's nice and squishy over
And if I
here.
remember correctly, Dana, the pizza machine we saw in Nice didn't look like it was in the best condition.
I think, I can't remember. There was a reason we didn't get the pizza there. And it was probably because you were still in your no phase.
Maybe. And yes, those are chickpeas.
Yeah, so this doesn't have any meat in it. This is a vegetarian dish. And if you weren't here, basically, so this is coming from the World Central Kitchen Cookbook. So if you get the World Central Kitchen Cookbook, you're going to get these recipes that are not overly complicated and that can be scaled up to feed a lot of people. They've actually scaled them down to feed 4 to 6 people for the most part. And they're recipes from all over the world. And so this one was from a chef that had left Afghanistan and is now a chef in Spain. And so she wanted to create something that was nice and warm for, it almost looks like an egg on there, doesn't it?
Because I pay attention so well, Dana,
You thought
I
it was an
really
egg?
thought it was an egg on there. So well done.
What do you do with Robbie? Now you could cook this a little longer if you like it to be a little darker. But I think it looks,
Did you also have
it's also done.
chickpeas in the chili on Sunday?
I did, yes.
I
You're
was
getting all
going
the
to say, that
chickpeas.
was another way that she made the chickpeas that I really, really liked.
He's
on,
not a big chickpea
on
one,
Thursday.
and he ate all of the chili. All right, here's what I would do different. The naan is actually really good. I think I would dust it with salt on the top next time, or put a little more salt in it. It's missing some salt for me.
And I would never notice because I'm really bad about ever adding salt to things. First time I made Dana spinach.
A little
and
sea salt.
I heard about it.
Or you know what might be really good, Michael, is to take some of that Celtic flake salt or some Maldon salt, and then you get a little crunch on the top, so you have this nice pillowy, because look at this. Let's just see how nice the inside is. Ooh, there's some steam, I don't know if you can see it. So it's really nice and soft on the inside. So I think even adding that little bit of crunch on the outside, on the top, would be really good. Deep fried with spices. Like a pretzel top. Salt versus salt would be good too, yes. Sea salt, like fleur de sel. I have some of that. I have some Celtic salt. I think I still have some Maldon, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I have a little bit left. Not very much. There's my Maldon sea salt. And it got a little too humid for it, so I think I'm out of Maldon. We'll put that over there. And my grocery store has like many different flavors of salt and lots of different kinds of salt, so I could play with that. That would be good. So
There's the bread again for anyone that
it
needs
is
to see
perfect
that.
for soaking up the juice. Okay, so Robbie, come on over. I need you to taste. Robbie is my pickier eater, and he always does that. And you guys can see the food. If you're not familiar, this is Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy. Drink more, cook less. Stanley.
This egg is amazing, Dana.
All right.
All right, give me about 5 minutes and it'll be cool enough for me to handle it.
That's actually really good. Really, really, really good. Especially with a little goat cheese in there. You get that funk. It's just all those warm spices in there are just so comforting. In the winter, this would be just like a phenomenal like lunch when you're cold.
Mm-hmm. Not on a 94-degree day or whatever we had today.
94-degree day might be a little tough. I don't eat soup really in the summer. Thyme salt at home. Yeah, that would be good. Thyme salt, yummy. All right.
Have you tasted any of the bread yet? Oh, I didn't know if you had like stuck it in the soup or something. I don't pay attention.
Would you like to taste some of the bread?
I'd love to taste some of the bread.
Hello, DeBear fan. Hello, hello. How are you? We're eating some food.
And hey, DeBear fan, did you enjoy that game a lot more than I did?
Robbie's just like, I said, but why does your team not want to bring their defense to the game?
The good news is I didn't really have to watch the second half while we were streaming.
What was the final score?
I don't know.
No.
A lot to a little.
Hey, DeBear fan, what was the final score of the football game? So we can torture Robbie. This is good. And
The Bear fan likes me. He'll never torture me.
Like, I want to say, this is actually, so everything in this is good for you, really.
Not at all.
So it's so good. It's just so good.
Hey, look, I'm dipping stuff again.
Yeah.
It's not
a waffle in your cocktail.
chicken and waffle
into your
cocktail beverage.
He was doing that the other day. He was dipping his chicken, his fried chicken, and his waffle into his chicken and waffle cocktail. But I will say, I think that was the first bourbon drink you ever liked.
Well, sure, you give me a piece of fried chicken and one of the best tasting waffles I've ever had in my life. And yeah, that'll convert me. Just like we just had to have Bravewood Beanery come all the way down to personally make me
A coffee
a
cocktail.
coffee, and I liked that because I don't really drink coffee.
And by I don't really drink coffee, he means he does not drink coffee. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, Southern. Yep. But we were doing the chicken and waffles, also Southern, very Southern. So good.
Delicious. Once this
Maybe a
cools
little
down, I
more
will be
cayenne,
devouring
but
it.
other than that, I don't think I'd change anything on this. So you got to see me cook things that I've never cooked before, and I think they turned out really good. A few little adjustments here in them, but that's pretty normal when you make something for the first time. You'll raise a sweet tea. I know fried chicken and waffles are so good. I wish I could do gluten. I'm eating a little of this, but I'll feel it tomorrow morning.
So most of that's mine, huh?
Yeah, look at those two big pieces of bread.
I like bread. I'll eat it.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so simple. I mean, bread is so simple in what it is. There just aren't that many ingredients that you use to make bread.
The bread is delicious.
The bread? The Afghan naan. Fried chicken and potatoes. You should try fried chicken with some waffles. Go someplace that has it and let them make it for you. So good. Like when you want breakfast, but you also want fried chicken. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make chicken and waffles. I took a pic, oh, there it is. I keep setting it right here, and it's in the same place every single time. All right, let's take a look and see who's on.
If you can get to a place that makes really good fried chicken and waffles, you can't go wrong.
So good. I love it when they do airline fried chicken, the airline cut of the chicken, and then they do the waffles. Love, love, love
See,
that.
I've already got to come back around here, Dana, to get more of the bread.
The bread. Let's see. So Nakin's on. Steve is on. Chaotic Good Mage is on. Megabytes is on.
Megabytes is on if you want to go there.
Pretty Good Gaming is also on. Chef JT is on. I think we should go to PPG because we haven't actually rated into PPG.
And I think, nothing against Mega, but we'll have more opportunities to go, especially on Sundays.
To go with Mega, yes.
And PGG,
we'll be able to
know.
do that a lot. And we'll be able to do Chef JT a lot as well, too. They're all good. I'm going to tell you why. If you don't know why I'm going to PPG, I keep saying PPG. PGG. I'm sure I do that for my daughter's store too, Pink Gorilla Games. But this is Pretty Good Gaming, and Pretty Good Gaming is Brandon and Michelle, and they did Food Fight with us. So if you haven't heard of Food Fight, it's something that I and Darth Verbaka do once or twice a year. And Pretty Good Gaming just finished up on Tuesday winning this season for us. So I want to go in there and say congratulations again, and I want to thank him so much because they put in money and time to be in it. And he was going against Megabytes, who is phenomenal.
It came down to a half a point.
It really came down to half a point. It was a chat vote, 100%, that made the decision on who won that one. You didn't even need me and Darth. Who needed us? It was all about chat. So PGG is Pretty Good Gaming is his name. So we're going to go raid PGG. And it looks like Michelle's in the kitchen with him. And it'll be a little, so get ready. Get your psychedelic shoes on. Get all psychedelic-y because there's a lot going on in PGG's kitchen. There's a lot of special effects and a lot of noises and some birds and all that stuff. But the food is delicious, looks delicious. Haven't eaten it yet. I've had some of Megabytes food. Megabytes is great. And yeah, so we're gonna go over there and say hello. And you'll find out really, really soon. So I want to say thank you so much for coming in. Thank you to our raiders. Thank you to Hippie and to Mishmish for joining us, and the rest of you, whether you were lurking or saying something or participating or whatever. I'm just glad that you're here and that you're hanging out with us. So I hope you guys all have a good week. I'll be back on Thursday where we'll be making beef rendang. So also from the World Central Kitchen Cookbook, and I'll talk about what's going to go on in October. And I hope you guys, I've already said this, have a good week. Take your beautiful, wonderful selves and take that out into the world. Be genuine and be kind. We need more kindness in the world. I hope you